When I see this tool here, I get a little scared, man. And it's not because of how lethal it is, but because of the story it tells. In the past, families in these regions frequently used this tool. So they would go to these low areas here where there was usually a swamp and plant rice, and they used this tool to harvest the rice. But it's a very inefficient job, so they spent a lot of labor, a lot of time to harvest a small amount of rice, and they could only produce enough rice for their own consumption. But what happened was that the way things evolved made families stop producing rice, because there was cheap rice in the market. And why was there cheap rice in the market? Because they invented machines that went into those places where there were plantations, much more suitable places, and they planted huge amounts and harvested with machines. And that way rice became much cheaper and made it so people didn't need to plant anymore. But why am I afraid of this? So, because here in this region of Espiritu Santo and also in Minas, there's a lot of family farming of coffee, so families support themselves with coffee. So it's manual work and it still has a reasonable price, which is interesting because it's done by hand. If it were cheaper, it wouldn't be financially viable. But what if someone invents something that really automates this work, so there's no more manual labor and the service becomes much cheaper? Then coffee prices will fall sharply and those who depend on it won't be able to survive. What are we going to do here? I don't know. It's the evolution of things, but it's close to happening. What will happen to the families who make a living from coffee? When someone invents something as efficient as what was invented for rice production, today rice is extremely cheap because of an evolution like that. See you in the next video.